Back in November, my local newspaper reported on an accident caused by a 90-year-old driver in which 2 people were seriously injured. This began a debate in the Letters to the Editor section about whether or not older people should be allowed to drive at all. The debate dragged on, and then one elderly gentleman wrote in to say that he enjoyed driving particularly slowly. On one long route where passing is virtually impossible, he would regularly drive at 30 kilometers an hour below the speed limit. On arriving at his destination, he would gaze back at the long line of happy drivers, all enjoying the decelerated drive. The paper printed that letter and, unsurprisingly, received a very large number of very angry responses. Driving like that is not really legal in Germany. It's causing an obstruction. At best, it's really very annoying. At worst, it might actually be dangerous. It wasn't just the newspaper that received angry responses. The district council was also inundated with letters demanding that something be done. The district council felt compelled to act. They informed this driver that he might have to undergo a medical psychological assessment. But they also gave him an opportunity to first make a statement, which he did. His letter, he said, was intended as satire. He would never actually drive like that. The council believed him, probably because they had no actual eyewitness reports of this happening, so they dropped the matter. But what is this medical psychological assessment? It's a test administered when the authorities have reason to believe that you may not be fit to drive. It looks at things like your medical history, relevant psychological factors, any evidence of alcohol or drug abuse, reaction times, ability to concentrate, and so on. You might be assessed if, for example, you've been repeatedly caught under the influence of alcohol, or if you have a history of drug offences, or if you lose your licence, or if you've been convicted of an offence that suggests a high level of aggression or a lack of self-control. And apparently also if you write letters to newspapers claiming to enjoy making life difficult for other drivers. In the past, the test was also administered to people who failed their driving test 3 times, which is why it is also colloquially known as the idiot test. This was dropped when it was found there was no proof that people who failed their test multiple times were any more likely to cause accidents than those who passed first time. In general, though, it appears to have been quite successful. According to statistics, the idiot test is far better at reducing the number of accidents on the road than, for example, simply increasing fines. But let us not forget that the German authorities are not known for their sense of humour. This has to be the only democratic country in the world where writing an amusing letter to a newspaper can put your driving licence at risk. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not send me a postcard? Here's the address. Or visit Rewboss.com, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to my blog.